refer to President Obama as the food stamp president, it sounds as if you are seeking to belittle people.
The fact is that more people have been put on food stamps by Barack Obama than any president in American history. Now, I know among the politically correct, you're not supposed to use facts that are uncomfortable. Second, you were the one who earlier raised a key point. The area that ought to be I-73 was called by Barack Obama a corridor of shame because of unemployment. Has it improved in 3 years? No. They haven't built the road. They haven't helped the people. They haven't done anything.
And welcome back to the special Spin Room edition of Hannity. Here now with us and his analysis. He's one of the moderators of tonight's big debate. He's always getting in trouble. I thought he was one of the people up on stage. You get right in the middle of it, you know.
Hey, it's good to see. Well, wait a minute. You're telling me I caused trouble. What about you, Sean Hannity?
All right, fair point.
All right.
I'll concede the point.
Our debate here.
But you know something? It's true. There are more people on food stamps than at any point in American history, and Obama said that he was going to end all this. His stimulus, his spending, $5 trillion in Obama debt. It hasn't happened. That's a legitimate point. Why the racial aspect of it?
Well, the fact is that we've gone through a terrible recession. More people are in need, and as a result, more people are asking for food stamps. Now, I thought Speaker Gingrich came back with an effective point, which is to say, and I think this is your point, Sean, well, then why hasn't the administration done more to lift these people out of poverty? Earlier, I asked just that question, saying there's a 25% poverty rate in the black community. Is it time to do something specific on race? And what we heard from people was, you know what, we've got to do something at this point, but I don't think they went so far as to say they want to do a race-specific program.
The young African-American unemployment rate over the summer was like
terrible.
50%. I
Correct.
mean, these kids, and that's the other point. When Newt's saying, my first job, and I was discussing this with him earlier, my first job was delivering papers at 8, washing dishes at 12 without a dishwashing machine, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, and I think the idea of a janitor, that's a good job for a kid. And he stays after school, he stays off the streets, he's out of trouble. How is that?
Was suggesting that it's not that. The job might be fine. But what the speaker had done was to suggest that poor kids lack a good work ethic.
But wait a minute, there's some truth. If they don't have a job, they don't understand getting up, going to work, coming, being there every day on time.
I'm a huge advocate of people staying in the workforce, getting jobs. I went through that same experience as a kid that you described for yourself. Right. But you know what? We have been through a terrible recession. The unemployment rate for young people that you just talked about is very real. Sometimes the kid with the strongest back, the most dedicated work ethic, can't find a job. So what do you say to that kid?
Yeah,
do you have to say, oh, go be a janitor? No, I think that's demeaning to the kid at some point.
Why is that demeaning?
You know what? You got to say to that kid, get an education. We're going to try to get you the best job.
But while you're getting an education, you can still have a part-time job. You know the thing I loved? I had my best friend from 3rd grade, John Gomez. I always had money in my pocket. I'm like, all right, here's some money. Give me. His father made the best grilled chicken in the world. I used to buy it from him, and all he wanted to buy was cupcakes and cookies. It was the perfect deal. So, I mean, you know, the idea that you know, whatever the job is, it's
no, I would agree. Look, I've written it. I said, you know, I wrote a book about this. I think that, and this is pretty much what Rick Santorum said in response to the question about whether or not there should be a race-specific program by the government to deal with high levels of unemployment and poverty in the black community. He said, if you stay in school, if you get a job, and if you don't marry before you have kids, there's almost no chance you'll be in poverty. But again, he's not talking about the fact that we have such high unemployment, even good kids can't find jobs.
Why is it racially insensitive, though? Tell me that part.
Oh, racially insensitive to go around calling Obama the food stamp president as if he is encouraging welfare?
47 million Americans.
Yeah, but I just told you, we have a terrible recession in the country. Demand for those, it's like unemployment.
When he ran for office, he said it's the worst economy since the Great Depression, and if you give me my stimulus plan, we'll pass it, and things are going to be better. And his plan failed, and things got worse, and they still aren't getting better.
Of course they're getting better. Unemployment is down. Are you kidding?
We're not counting half the people that are on 99 weeks.
No. Let's stay with one model, one measure, and you know by that metric, things are getting better. In fact, consumer confidence is up. We see more investment.
Is this what Obama promised? Is this the success that he's talking about?
Certainly not at the level he promised, because I think the line that he said, which is, you know, this doesn't reverse, I'm going to be a one-term president. You've already seen Mitt Romney and others use this against him. But the fact is things are getting better.
I'll tell you, as my observation, and you and I will debate this. How about, first of all, how did you feel when the audience is going after you a little bit? You like trouble, don't you?
Well, no, look.
No, you like trouble. You like trouble.
That's why I hang out with
trouble
you.
all the time. That's why I think you like this.
No, you know what? I think it was the most intense of all the debates.
It was
and
the
that
best
moment,
debate.
Absolutely.
It was the best debate.
No, hands down.
Hands down.
And the moment that I had, both with Gingrich, in terms of that intensity of that exchange, I think that's exactly what you want to get out of a debate. And when you saw these guys going at it early on about the super PACs, about Bain Capital.
It was all good.
The back and forth about especially the ad where Santorum and Romney, I thought Romney stepped into it there when he let Santorum counterpunch him so much on, well, if you were the one who
got a good, I thought that was a pretty good, that was a strong hook.
Oh, I think, look, it was like a setup. He walked right into it, don't you think? So I think this was a great debate.
Juan, troublemaker. Appreciate you being with us.
You know where I learned it.
All right. And coming up next, Dick Morris. He's going to join us on this special post-debate edition of Hannity. We're live in Myrtle Beach. We're in South Carolina. Stay with us. Plenty more to come.